Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to my science online class. So we were studying third chapter from your science book, right? The chapter name is Fiber to Fabric. So today let's continue the chapter. So all of you open your books, page number 23. Some plant fibers. Cotton is obtained from the cotton ball that grows on the cotton plant. So the cotton which is used by us is obtained from the cotton ball that grows on the cotton plant. It is obtained from the soft white fluffy cotton fiber growing around the seeds of the plant. So around the seeds of the plant, the soft white fluffy cotton fiber are grown, and the cotton is obtained from that fluffy cotton fibers. Okay. Cotton plants are best grown in places having black and alluvial soil. So the places which have black and alluvial soil, that are very much rich in cotton plants. In that places cotton plants are best grown. Okay. It also grows well in warm and moist climate. So cotton plants also grows well in warm and wet climate. In India, it is mainly grown in Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Tamil Nadu. So in India, cotton is mainly grown in these states. Okay. The fruit of the cotton plant is walnut sized. It is called cotton ball. So the fruit of the cotton plant is like walnut size. The size is like the walnut. It is called cotton ball. So the fruit is known as cotton ball. On maturing, the ball bursts and open. So after explosion, burst means explosion. So after explosion, the balls open. Okay, the balls, from the balls we can see the cotton fibers. One can now see the seeds covered with cotton fibers. So after that we can see that the seeds are covered with cotton fibers. Fibers are then separated from the seeds by combing. So by using the process combing, we can separate the fibers from the seed. This process is called ginning. So ginning is the process in which fibers are separated from the seeds by combing. Okay. Earlier ginning was done by hand. So earlier ginning was done by hand, like spinning and weaving. Nowadays machines are used for ginning. So after the development, some machines for the technological development, machines are developed and these machines are used in ginning in nowadays. Okay. Now see spinning of fibers. The process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. So underline this sentence. What is spinning? The process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. Fibers from the bundle of cotton are drawn out and then twisted to make a yarn. First, from the bundle of cotton, fibers are drawn out. After that, twisting done to make a yarn. Okay. This process holds the fibers together. So after this process holds the fibers together. Traditionally, spinning was done in India on a hand spindle, takli, or on a spinning wheel called charkha. So spinning is done by charkha. Mahatma Gandhi used to spin clothes on a charkha and it was popularized. So Mahatma Gandhi used charkha to spinning. Okay. These days spinning machines are used for this process. So in these modern days machines are very common. So for the spinning machines are also used. Jute is obtained from the stem of the jute plant. So jute is obtained from stem of the jute plant. It is one of the cheapest natural fibers. It is the crop of hot and humid climate. So these jute plants are grown in hot and humid climate. It is mainly grown in the states of Bihar, West Bengal and Assam in India during the rainy season. So the states like Bihar, West Bengal and Assam in India during the rainy season, these plants grows. Okay, it is grown best in sandy and clayey soil. So sandy and clayey soil is very good for its best grown. Okay, it is harvested after about 4 months when it is in the flowering stage. So after 4 months when it is in the flowering stage, it is harvested. The stalks of the harvested plants are tied into bundles and immersed in water for about 20 days. So the stems of these plants are attached into bundles and immersed in water for about 20 days, deep in the water for about 20 days. This is called retting. Okay, underline this sentence, from the stalks to retting. When these jute stalks are well retted, the stalks are grabbed into bundles. So after the jute stalks are well retted, they are grabbed into bundles. Then the fibers are separated by hand. So after that, by using our hand, the fibers are separated. Understand? See activity 4. Hold some cotton wool in one hand. Pinch a little cotton with the other hand. Gently pull it and at the same keep twisting it continuously. You will be able to make a yarn in this way. See how long yarn you can make. So you have to take a cotton wool in one hand. After that, take a little. Okay. After that, you have to twisting that cotton. Then see what will happen. You will be able to make a yarn in this way. So do it yourself. Okay. See the next page. Yarn to fabric. The two popular processes by which yarn is made into fabric are weaving and knitting. So yarn is made by two processes. Number 1 weaving and number 2 knitting. So first we will see the what is weaving process. Okay, the process of arranging two sets of yarn to make a fabric is called weaving. Underline this sentence. Weaving is the process of arranging two sets of yarn to make a fabric. Weaving of fabrics is similar to weaving two sets of strips of paper. Only difference is that the yarn are much thinner than the strips. So the weaving of fabric is similar to weaving of two sets of strips of paper. Strips of paper means kagaz ki pattiya. Okay, only difference is that when yarns are much thinner than the strips. Okay, weaving of fabric is done by weavers on machines called looms. So weaving is done by some machines known as looms. The looms are either hand operated or power operated. So looms are operated by either hand or power. Now see knitting. In knitting, a single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric. So in the knitting process, a single yarn is used. But in the weaving process, two sets of yarns are used. See the difference? Now see, you might have seen your mother or grandmother knitting a sweater. Do you ever see that? Okay, it can be done by hand or a machine. So the knitting of a sweater is done by hand or a machine. What happens if you pull a yarn from a knitted sweater? It can be pulled continuously and the whole sweater can be unraveled. So if we pulled one yarn, the whole sweater can be unraveled. Knitted fabric stretches more than woven fabrics. So the knitted fabrics stretched more. They are used to make t-shirts, socks, etc. So knitted fabrics are used to make t-shirts, socks. They are very stretchable. Okay. Thus we have seen that fabrics are made by knitting and weaving. The fabrics obtained are used to make a variety of clothing items. So the fabrics are used to make various kind of clothing items. Fact to know: flax fiber is obtained from the stem of the flax plant. So flax fiber is obtained from stem of the flax plant. The fabric made from it is called linen. So the fabric which is made from the flax plant or flax fiber is known as linen. Okay. Coir is a coarse fiber obtained from the husk of coconut. It is used to make doormats, sacks, ropes, mattresses, etc. So the coir is a coarse fiber which is obtained from husk of coconut. Husk of coconut means nariyal ki bhusi. Okay. Now see, let us recall. There is a lot of variety in fabrics like cotton, silk, wool, jute, nylon, polyester, etc. So these are variety of fabrics. In ancient times, people used to cover their bodies with leaves, bark of trees, grasses, animal skins and furs. So in ancient time, no clothes were available. So people used to cover their bodies with leaves, bark of trees, grasses, animal skins and furs. The fabric is made from the yarn by two processes called weaving and knitting. Hope you understand this process. Okay. Fabrics are made up from yarns and yarns are made up from fibers. So from fibers yarns are made and from yarns fabrics are made. Okay. Fibers are two types: natural fiber and synthetic fibers. What are the two types of fiber? One is natural fiber, one is synthetic fiber. Synthetic fibers are man-made. Examples are nylon, rayon and polyester. So synthetic fibers are made by man. Example of synthetic fibers are nylon, rayon and polyester. Natural fibers are obtained from plants or animals. So we can obtain natural fibers from plants and animals. Examples of natural fibers are cotton, jute and silk. Do you understand this chapter? Okay. So now you have to read the chapter and send your audios immediately. Okay. It's your today's class. In our next class, we will discuss the exercise part and I will give you the question answer. Okay. So thank you. Have a great day ahead.